Listen, people. Listen, my people. I think we got the right guy. I just got finished sitting here listening to this entire press conference with Raheem Morris, Terry Fontenot, Greg Beatles, which is the president of the Atlanta Falcons. I think they got it right, y'all. I thoroughly believe they got it right on this one, man. You listen to what Raheem Morris had to say, as humble as he can say it, and authoritative as he can say it. It sounds like this guy really has it together. As far as being a coach, as far as having a plan, and as far as having a positive plan going forward. I love this press conference. I loved everything about it. This press conference was absolutely excellent. And I'm not even trying to compare the two when you had Arthur Smith doing press conferences or whatever, or any of our prior coaches. I mean, going all the way back to Glanville and June Jones and all of that. Listen, this felt right. It felt like this is how it's supposed to be. This felt like an Atlanta Falcons organization. And I'm not talking about Atlanta Falcons football team. I'm talking about the Atlanta city, the aura, the vibe. Everything about it was damn near perfect. The way he came off answering questions, the way that he explained himself, the way that he's done so much in this press conference said a lot. Not just with his words, but the way that it came off, this attitude, his commanding of the room, the way that he explained things, the way that he carried himself. One thing I did not like about the press conference, even though I think the press conference was absolutely perfect, the one thing, my personal gripe, is the fact that they didn't talk about the quarterback position like I wanted them to. Now, the quarterback position has been addressed. Desmond Ridder's not going to be the quarterback. From what I get out of what they're saying, Desmond Ridder's not going to be the quarterback at all. So, like I said, I know I said some things about that as a possibility. That possibility is gone. They're going after a quarterback some way, somehow. And you can tell they have a plan to rectify that. Terry Fontenot, you can get a sense that he knew he kind of messed up on that quarterback situation too, because it was a joint venture to bring Desmond Ridder in. But it seems like him and Raheem Morris are going to fix that. Raheem Fontenot, Morris, Zach Robinson, our quarterback coach, TJ Yates, they're going to fix that. What does this mean for the team? I'm going to be quite honest, I don't know, because once the games are played, that's how you know what type of team you have. But you can't sit here and tell me that this isn't the right direction. You look at these other coaches that was out there, and yeah, these coaches may have been qualified. Some of these coaches may have been, slightly better based on philosophy and experience. But with Raheem Morris in that chair, it just felt like this is how it's supposed to be. They got this right, y'all. Does it mean they're going to be wins and losses? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. But for the moment, they got it right. I don't think that would have had a better press conference with any other coach. Could you imagine Belichick was up there? It would have been awful. Could you imagine any of these other guys? I don't think they could have embraced being the head coach of the Falcons like Raheem Morris has. I just don't think it'll happen. I am willing to give this man 125% of support until he shows me otherwise. Because the way this came off 1,000 times better than what it was when Arthur Smith was brought in. It came out way better than that. So, I don't know what y'all guys are thinking. I just don't know. But I firmly believe at this point that we are definitely in the right direction. I think Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot can do great things with this roster, build on this roster, make things happen with this cap money that we have. And there's no doubt in my mind these guys can win this division at the very least. You got to understand, we were one game out of winning the division last year with what we had then. You add on a few pieces with this coaching staff and this GM. Listen, Terry Fontenot is his first year as a GM. I know he was a assistant GM under Mickey Loomis. I get it. But this is his first year. Well, I ain't going to say first year, but his first tenure as a GM. I think overall, he's done a pretty good job. Did you swing and miss on Desmond Ridder? Yeah, obviously. The rest of the picks, so-so. Overall, so-so. Because, I mean, for every, Bergeron you got, you turn around and you have, who did they draft? I don't want to knock Fitzpatrick. I mean, he's okay as a tight end. But you see what I mean? You it's kind of a little ebb and flows. But I think Terry Fontenot's done a pretty good job bringing guys in through the draft or definitely through free agency. I think he's done a phenomenal job in free agency. I mean, look at Caden Ellis, look at Anyamata, look at Jesse Bates. Yeah, I don't know about Jeff Okuda, I don't know. But you know what I mean. But I think these guys can get it right. These guys are going to be in a great position to get this right. It's almost too hard to mess this up. It's too hard to mess this up. This felt great. This felt absolutely great to see this coach and this GM, and to be honest, this the president. You don't have Rich McKay. You didn't have Arthur Blank, and I know Arthur Blank said he was supposed to be there. We had some type of medical emergency or whatever, or not emergency, but they had a medical appointment or something like that. But that's something that it is what it is. But the actual visuals of this press conference just made it even much better. It made it much better to know that, hey, these guys are like they're in control. It seems like they got this under wraps. And it just felt good to see that. So with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think. For me, I really like how this played out. It was an excellent press conference. I have no quarrels about what I just saw. None. Like I said, I wanted him to be really aggressive, talking about the quarterback situation. But I think for PR purposes, they didn't want to, put Desmond Ridder's name out there like that. But I tell you one thing, Raheem Morris did talk about Drake London and Bijan Robinson. He didn't say much about that quarterback, though. All right, y'all, I'm going to get home. I'm going to work on the podcast for tomorrow. I appreciate y'all for the support. I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to focus on this road and get to the house. And I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.